Hi, my name's Tom. Welcome to Quicklicks Weekly. In this lesson we'll be looking at an alternate picking sequence in the style of Yngwie Malmsteen. Here it is up to speed. This kind of thing's normally played in an electric guitar, but with an acoustic guitar you can't hide behind the distortion or any effects, so it's basically just like playing a clean electric guitar, but in some ways harder, because, well, in my case my acoustic guitar's action is much higher. So make sure that when you're practicing this, you're practicing it fairly cleanly, because it is one of those things that can get masked by lots of distortion and all the notes can blur together. So it's one of those things that you need to practice slowly before you try and build up to speed. Let's start off at the 10th fret, where the lick begins. Now, I mentioned this is a sequence, and a sequence is basically a rhythmic or melodic pattern that's moved around a lick, and basically the pattern is this, because that just repeats in different spots on the neck within the scale. So like that. So we're going to start on the 10th fret. Oh, the whole lick's on the high E, apart from the very end bit, but the important bit is on the high E string. We're going to start at the 10th fret, and we're going to pluck that with our first finger. Then we're going to play the 13th, the 12th, then the 13th. Then we're going to move the sequence down to the 7th fret, and we're going to play 7, 10, 8, 10. Then we're going to play the 8th fret, the 12th fret, the 10th fret, and the 12th again. Then it will move to the 5th fret, the 8th fret, the 7th, the 8th. Then we're going to move back to a pattern we've done before, so the 7, the 10, sorry, the 8, and the 10. Then the 4th, the 7th, the 5th, the 7th again, and then we're going to land on the 5th and descend down the A minor arpeggio, so it will be 5th fret on the E, 5th fret on the B, 5th fret on the G, then to the 4th fret on the G, and then landing and finishing the lick on the 7th fret of the D. Now, when I mentioned that we play 10, 13, 12, 13, and then move on, every little fragment I showed you is repeated twice. So instead of going it's like that, which is fantastic, because even just doing the sequence once is a really good, in fact that's probably more difficult than the original lick, but they're both really good motifs and exercises to practice your alternate picking. It's getting the synchronization between your right hand picking, because we're picking down up, alternate picking every note, or up down depending on how you start. So it's really important to get the synchronization right. So starting off slowly is essential, because if your fingers aren't warmed up, or if you're not used to this kind of thing, you can constantly find yourself going, getting caught and getting, slipping up on these notes. So here's the whole lick, slowly, very slowly. And here it is again, up to speed. Thanks very much for watching. Please rate and subscribe if you've enjoyed this lesson, and please pass on this channel to anyone you think might find it useful. I'll see you next week.